gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, Echo.
59's Mike, check, 59.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Mike, check, 59.
Get it.
Throwing on first down, Jordan. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jordan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mayfield on play action. Flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at a... About the 30-yard line.
Set, 20.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Pistol.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to...
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On 2nd down, it's Rodriguez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200-plus?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Yep. Switch. Lee Griffin.
From the gun, Jordan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Rodriguez. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, Jordan. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Throwing again, Jordan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Let's go.
Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Right back to him on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
It's our time. Check three, check three, check
Yo,
three.
yo, yo, go, go. Hey, wahoo. Now.
On second down, it's Barry. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Jordan over the middle, complete. That's Rodriguez. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Yes, yes.
Check 59, Mike.
Bravo.
59, Mike to 59. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. Out, 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 out.
Say go.
Here we go on 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
First down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Mayfield now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's get this all day. Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Looking to throw. Jordan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. James Washington was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
On the double. Hey! 80 weapons.
53. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jordan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
General West.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now.
I got you.
Go. Shoot.
On 3rd and 2, Jordan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he's in for 6, and a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, alert 33.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
Got it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Mike's 59. They can't hang with us.
Looking to throw on second down. Jordan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Operating from the gun, Jordan. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Go crazy. You can't stop me.
That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
Looking to throw. Jordan. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw. Jordan. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
180.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
180.
And again, it's Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? we need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have...
It got his man complete. And all the way up to the 49. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jordan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. Jordan got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
59, Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Look at me, zipper. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on.
Right, check, 59.
Hey, Sam on. Now.
Off play action. Jordan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.